Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a brand new video talking about an updated ranking system that we could see in Dead by Daylight, matchmaking and ranking and everything to do with that. Before I go ahead and move on with this video, as I always do, we are currently live on Twitch. Please come out and show some support. We actually have a big announcement that I'm going to be making there and you guys don't want to miss it, so make sure you guys come on in. Regardless, let's talk about this idea that I had for matchmaking, which really isn't my idea. It's something that we've heard in the past, and I've brought it up to the devs yet again, and they basically confirmed that this is what's going to be happening. So if you guys haven't already seen, when New York City Comic Con was going on, I managed to do an interview with Matthew Cote, and in this interview, looking back on it, there's a lot of information in there, and one of the things that he mentioned was that when the archives and the rift is completely out the way, and this chapter or mid-chapter patch is fully out to the public, they're going to shift their gears and focus on something big, and that thing is going to be matchmaking and a new ranking up system. In addition to this, I also asked him if we're going to get rank rewards, and he confirmed that it's something they are looking forward to doing. So, what does that mean? Essentially, we're going to be getting a new ranking system, a new matchmaking system, and rank rewards. So as you guys know, currently we don't have the best ranking up system. It's quite easy to get to rank 1 on the survivor side as well as the killer side if you know what you're doing, and there really is no challenge to it. And the only thing that really gets affected because of that are lobby times, and you don't get rewards for it, so there's really no incentive of going up into the higher ranks. It's why so many people disconnect. It's why you don't see much people at rank 1 that belong in rank 1. So what they're planning on doing are two things. Number one is adding individual ranks for every single killer. Now, survivor side, you can't really add individual ranks considering every character is just a reskin of the other characters. Theoretically, they can, considering not everyone's going to have the same perks, but it wouldn't make much sense as the skill gap is the same between all the survivors. For the killers, however, the skill gap is completely different. You can be a very good trapper and a very terrible nurse. So what they're going to do is add individual ranks for every single character. That way, playing one character will rank you up in that aspect. And obviously, it won't be from rank 20 all the way to rank 1 because that was a combination of playing every single killer. It's going to be way too difficult to get every single killer to rank 1 in that aspect. Instead, what they're going to do is probably make it, let's say, 5 ranks or so, a completely different ranking up system, and you would have to play that character, get X amount of wins or something in order to rank them up. Now, we actually don't know if they're going to stick with this emblem system that they currently have, or if they're just going to incorporate it with a brand new overhaul. We don't know what exactly is going to happen along the lines of that. They could keep it the same and just make it so that it's 5 ranks and you play the characters and it changes everything, which is a good thing. That way, if you are playing nurse, hypothetically, and you're a really good nurse, you're rank 1 in nurse, you're going to be playing the best of the best survivors. If you are really bad at trapper, however, you won't play the best of the best players when playing trapper. Now, there is one issue with this, and that is smurfing, because for me, I am a good killer around the board. There's only a few killers that I really can't play. So let's take Hillbilly and Spirit, for example. I'm great at both of these killers. I can get to rank 1 on Hillbilly and then go back to my, let's say, not so high Spirit and just dominate through the rank. So they're going to definitely have to look into the emblem system or tweak it at minimum in order for it to work the way that it's intended to work. And upon doing that, they will also need to add incentives to the rank, which is confirmed that they're going to do. That way, you'll actually have a reason to rank up all of your characters, continue to play, and I know Monto is going to be really happy about that because in our last podcast, we spoke about rank rewards and how essential it is to the game. So now we're going to have the Rift and the Archives giving us secondary challenges. We're going to have rank rewards, an overhaul to ranking, and the final thing is matchmaking. And as we know, matchmaking is always being tweaked with. We get matched with people that we shouldn't be matched a lot of the times. We have very interesting queue times. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes it's even 20 to 30, and that's because they're actively working on updating their matchmaking and fixing their system. As we know, the number one thing that they want to do is to get rid of the outliers, meaning if you find a game in 1 second and the person finds a game in 30 minutes, they want to push you guys together so you have an even amount of time, similar to other games that have a timer such as Rainbow Six Siege. where you would have, let's say, 1 minute queue times, and that way everyone has a fair chance of getting in a lobby at the same time. So that's what they're currently looking on into. That is their next big mid-chapter patch update. We know the next chapter is coming out in December, so the mid-chapter update is going to come around January, February, which is amazing. We're going to have more stuff with the rifts, more stuff with the archives. So much stuff is going to be updated in Dead by Daylight. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. Make sure you guys do come out to Twitch as well, so you guys can see everything there and a big announcement that I do have. We also draw the giveaway winners, and they will be contacted through their email, so make sure you guys are checking your emails whenever Gleam sends that email to you guys, and you guys can win yourself a Rift Pass. We are also doing more giveaways. That's part of the announcement on Twitch, so I'm kind of spoiling it there. But yeah, come on over. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you have any ideas for updating the ranking or matchmaking system, leave it down in the comments below. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.